guys and gals, Blue Life here, and welcome to my DVD update for the month of April. I'm doing this kind of early this month just because after the Trade and Save thing, I'm kind of broke. I really can't afford to buy any more movies this month. So let's go ahead and get started. A lot of these you've seen in mail days I've done this past month. But the first one is the complete final season of Stargate Universe. You know, a lot of Stargate fans absolutely hate this show, but to me, this is my favorite Stargate series. It really is. I love it. I enjoy the characters. I enjoy the plots. And, you know, even though this was last season, it certainly went out with a bang with some great science fiction stories. It's just a really nice set. Commentaries in every single episode. I wish this would come out on Blu-ray, but it doesn't look like it's going to, so I'm just going to have to make do with the DVD set. But still nice. Next up, the special edition of Doctor Who Carnival of Monsters. As I've said, this is a very overrated episode. A lot of people say this is one of John Pertwee's best Doctor Who stories. I disagree. But still it has an interesting science fiction concept to the story. And a lot of nice special features. I mean, you get two commentary tracks, a making of story that wasn't on the original release of this. So really nice set here. Alright, next up, quite a few films from Disney. First up, this is part of the Walt Disney Film Classics Kurt Russell collection. It is the Computer Wore Tennis Shoes. I basically just picked this up trying to just add more to my Disney collection. It was only $5 on Amazon. You know, I was thinking it was going to be fairly funny. I mean, it's billed as a comedy, and frankly, I didn't find it was that funny. There are humorous moments here and there, but basically it was just really goofy. I mean, there's one point in this film where, because the basic story in this is that he gets electrocuted while touching a computer and somehow gets like an enormous amount of intelligence because of it. And they take him to the doctor, and the doctor's looking in his ear, and you see what the doctor's seeing, and apparently in his head there's a fully functional computer, which absolutely makes no sense. Well, I mean, one of the saving graces of this film is Cesar Romero is in it. He plays the main villain in this, and if you're not familiar with him, he actually played the Joker in the 60s Batman series, so that's pretty cool. But overall, I would say this is a decent film. It has a good message of not forgetting, you know, your friends, but I wouldn't say it's really worth a watch. But still, for $5, it's a neat little movie to add to my collection. Next up, these are two Wonderful World of Disney ones that I got through Disney Movie Rewards. First up, Moon Pilot. Haven't watched all of this yet. I've watched probably about half an hour of it, and from what I've seen so far, it's trying way too hard to be funny, and the results are that it's not funny. But who knows? It might turn out to be better when I watch the whole thing. But still, neat one to add to the collection. Next up, this is Monkey's Uncle. Haven't seen this yet, but if it's anything like the original film in this series, because this is a sequel to The Misadventures of Merlin Jones, which I have seen a little bit of. I found that quite goofy and funny, so I think I'll enjoy this when I get time to watch it. Now, next up we have Dinosaur. This is what I got free from Disney Movie Rewards. It's when they had that deal where you put in 2 codes and you could pick a Blu-ray for free. Well, you know, $4 shipping and handling. So I picked this one up. This is one of the 50 animated classics. It's counted in that. I don't think it's a classic film by any means. It's okay. Basically, it's kind of The Land Before Time, just not as good. But you know, it's a decent movie. I think most kids will be entertained by it. Picture quality is fairly good. But yeah, overall, it's just an okay film. This one I was actually really surprised by, because I was trying to get more of the, as I said, the 50 Disney canon films. And from what I heard about this film, it just wasn't good. People saying, it's not a Disney film. It's just not good. It's Chicken Little. Now this is based off the old story of Chicken Little, where he thought the sky was falling and stuff. But this puts kind of a new twist on it, and has an alien invasion, and it has a nice father-son story to it. And yeah, there are some characters in it that are really there just for the little kids to laugh at, just for the characters to be stupid, like this guy here. But then there are also cool characters like Fish. I thought he was funny. And overall, I was entertained by it. I thought it was a fairly good film. Definitely better than Dinosaur. So yeah, I mean, if you're hesitant about picking this up, I would recommend it. It's pretty entertaining. All right, next up we have War Horse. This is another one by Disney, and I really enjoy Spielberg films and war films as well. And this movie you can't really classify this movie as a war film. I know it's called War Horse, but really the First World War is kind of just a backdrop for this film. It's really about two friends trying to find each other after they get separated during this war. And yes, one of those friends happens to be a horse, but it still works. Yeah, it's easy to make fun of this relationship between the guy and his horse, but it's a very sentimental movie, and I really enjoyed it. What can I say? I'm a softie, but I really enjoyed it, and this has some nice special features on it as well. There is this filmmaking journey that I started watching it, and it goes through each of the pivotal moments in the film in order, and kind of shows you behind the scenes on it. And I got into it and was really enjoying it. And before I knew it, an hour had gone by. It's like I had no idea. So some really nice special features on this, and just great picture quality, great movie overall. I highly recommend it. Now, next up, these two I still haven't gotten around to seeing. I just picked them up yesterday as part of the, not yesterday, Sunday as part of the Best Buy Trade and Save. But first up, I got the 50th anniversary edition of Spartacus. And I actually did put this in to kind of take a look at some of the picture quality, and didn't really see a huge problem with it. I thought it looked fairly well, but on my TV I'm probably not going to notice much. But I'm really looking forward to watching the rest of it. It's just, I didn't realize it was going to be over 3 hours long, so I'm really going to have to set aside some time to watch this. And then finally, the 50th anniversary edition of Psycho. I'm so glad I have this now. This was the last one they had at Best Buy, so I'm really glad I picked it up, and it's got just a ton of different special features on it, so really cool to have. Alright guys, well that is it for my DVD update for the month of April. Till next time.